Okay, so one more video. So let's go ahead and just just reloaded the page and just to make sure the game state completely resets. And yeah, let's set up a party for the Cerberus fight. So this one is going to be you'll see what happens when I get there, but there's a very strong random component to how the fight sets up. So anything can kind of happen here. On the previous page, you saw that there was a lot of stuff about necromancy. There's only one character to whom all that applies. So this is going to be a little bit fancy. It's very hard to balance necromancers, but I decided to put one in here anyway. And he is like a legitimate, actually creates zombies mid-battle, costs a lot of mana. It's pretty crazy. So let's just sort of go nuts here. I put a lot of effort into this. If you try out this unit, his raises zombie, he has to be in the back row to use it, and you need an empty slot in the front row. Those the restrictions, and it costs 3 mana. Well, you'll see that it's very powerful, but there are also a lot of restrictions and drawbacks. So let's see, I'm trying to remember how this mana scaling works. So usually you just want to give him health and mana because you don't want him to die. And actually the way the zombies work is the zombies have their own pool of spirit points, completely independent. It's however much you invest into Yolt, the necromancer, the zombie has that many spirit points to work with separately. So if you put a lot of spirit points into Yolt, you'll have really powerful zombies, but the way your zombies spend the spirit points is completely separate and independent. So the other thing I like to do is Minnow Bison he's maybe a little bit overtuned, but he provides bonus health, which is a really powerful thing for these units who have a penalty to health points. So I'm going to do that. And I think I'm going to give 3 souls. What's really neat about the zombies is that they inherit active abilities from Yolt and his other souls that he's crafted. So you can potentially do a ton of damage by sort of maxing out. You just expect the zombies to take advantage of whatever stat scaling is on your main attack. So for example, this Flaming Fist, I think that's a pretty powerful attack there. There are various synergies that are available, but I'm going to go with, let's just use Flaming Fist for this battle here. So this I have a lot of spirit points to work with, but I need to be sort of careful because I might have to take a lot of damage in one turn. Could be dangerous. I haven't really done a lot of consumables, but it costs a lot to summon all these zombies. Let's get like 3 mana potions, get a couple health potions. This Lizard's Tail it's very slow healing, but it's twice as powerful as a health potion, but it's spread out over time, so I'll get a couple of those. I don't want to waste all my spirit points. I think maybe I want a frontline. Let's just put just Baron von Sentry and let's see. I want Lifehorn. I think Lifehorn would heal the zombies, and the zombies are supposed to decay. It's kind of an uphill battle, so maybe I don't want Lifehorn. But yeah, maybe give Brother Cantrip one more shot. So very tanky. Let's at least get a little bit of magic. guess I'd like a little bit of magic for the heals. How do I want to do this? Don't have a lot of spirit points left. Tough choices. I'm kind of... It's just, let's just do some damage reduction and stuff. Oh, okay, this turns magic into blocking. So, yeah, I don't know, it doesn't have to be perfect. Hopefully that's good enough. So, all three of these are collapsible depending on which ones you want to work with. Let's just do that, get some zombies. Alright, so what are we up against? I guess we got kind of lucky. He's kind of all over the place. What happens with Cerberus is he has 3 allies, and he has copies of their souls. So those are sort of the metaphorical or metaphysical. It's hard to tell with Greek mythology, but they're like, the heads of Cerberus. And actually you can weaken Cerberus by killing the heads, and then he actually loses that copy of the soul. So if this generic ninja dies, then that copy of the soul goes away. So Baron Von Sentry got hit by a lunge right out the gate. So it's a little bit painful. Is there immediate risk of him dying? Not really. They all have kind of middling stats. Nobody is like super... none of these are super high numbers, so they didn't roll anything too huge, but Lizard's tail looks pretty good for this turn. And this is just a front line, so I'll just have him keep healing. Took some hits there, yeah, so... yeah, he'll need a health potion kind of soon, but let's raise the zombie. So zombies are kind of like zombie Mozart. So let's look at what kind of statuses. So at the end of the turn, whatever its maximum health is, it has that much poison, and then incoming damage is dealt as normal. That status is not there, but outgoing damage is 100% converted to poison. So it's the worst of both worlds. But because you can replace them as long as you have turns and magic points to, mana points to do so, it's pretty powerful. It needs lots of powerful countermeasures to sort of be balanced. Give it a little bit of health. These orange numbers, those are special localized spirit points that are owned specifically by that unit that are not shared with anybody else. And then these purple ones at the top you can steal from the rest of the party, and then you don't get those 5 back until this unit dies if you spend them. So you spend the orange ones first. So what I want to do is because it was summoned by a Yolt who also had Penelope's soul, all the zombies are going to have this flaming fist, which does melee and magic. So taking advantage of the way the stats work, if I raise the 2 evenly, the scaling cost, the detriment of the increasing cost is sort of minimized. So that's about as much as it's going to do. I want to save a little bit so I can raise the health again later. Or maybe not. Maybe I just want to, yeah. Alright, so basically spent all the spirit points, but I can do like 120 damage. It's all going to be converted to poison, but it's still pretty good. And I can do that with the amount of mana I have here. I can do that twice. So not bad. So who's the biggest threat? Yeah, this Lyneth is pretty dangerous because she has, not only does she have 30 and 40, but the range, if she chooses to attack the back row, she can. And that's you know, I have limited options for healing, so I want to get that one out of the way as fast as I can. Other than that, what else? Yeah, I don't have much else to do. And okay, next turn. All right, so now what? So what's interesting about zombies is that they have 0 initiative. So once you've used up 2 major actions and 2 minor actions, you no longer have the ability to fill your turn gauge because this one's not contributing additional initiative points, so the gauge can't fill up. So you actually, it's kind of like only 2 of your units can act, even though you have 3 on the field to take damage. So that's one of the balancing mechanisms. It's a little bit complicated, so I might remove that later, but something that for now I have to keep in mind. So I do want to use this other 2 mana points and do this big chunk of damage, and that unit is falling apart. I mean, literally, that's what zombies do. It is what it is. Sure, let's just block, and that unit's gone. So what happened? Who hit it? Oh, Cerberus used homing bolt. Could have hit anybody. It just happened to hit the zombie, which I'm pretty satisfied with that. Baron von Sentry is doing pretty good. Didn't really take any hits, so it's give him another lizard tail. So his regeneration is really, really high. Going pretty well. Alright, took some more hits. Not out of the woods yet, but I'm kind of liking our chances here. Alright, so I've got these 2 mana potions for later if I need them, but what I really want to do is I want to make another zombie. And what I did last time seems to be working fairly well. Let's just get those 4 mana so I can use 2. So I use Flaming Fist twice. Yeah, it's pretty micromanagey, but especially in the late game, pretty cool, I guess. Oh, I've got these spirit points that I can spend because I used a couple of consumables. Yeah, I used 2 lizard tails, so now I can let's just raise his health total. So let's and what I want to do, I think I'll use advance. So does a chunk of damage. He started blocking, but then Lenneth immediately did a range attack and it hit him because he was blocking. And there we have it. Yeah, so this zombie is running out of opportunities to act. Probably will not survive this turn, but that's okay. Zombies, their purpose is to spread, inflict harm, and then they rot and they die. So it's pretty good. All right. So this situation's kind of dangerous, but I mean we're making a lot of progress. I don't need to be stingy with these potions. Let's just take a health potion, and now he's really, really in good shape. I've got some more stat points. Maybe I want him to start doing damage. So melee is probably the cheapest option for that. Yeah, alright. Okay, Yolt isn't looking, because Yolt took a couple hits. I would like to summon a zombie, but I can't raise zombie and use a health potion in the same turn. So that's I guess I can raise a zombie and use a health potion next turn. I'm gonna just assume that it's gonna work out. I think their options are a bit limited here, so I don't think they can even do that much damage mathematically. But see, look at Cerberus. He used to have lots of skills, but now he doesn't have lunge anymore. So that's yeah, it's because that that other unit is gone. So what am I doing? Yeah, just keep doing the same thing over and over again, I guess. So you can imagine that if the souls that you had to choose from were totally randomly determined, you just have to adapt to whatever you've got. And it's all whatever abilities you have, kind of determines what's going to be the most powerful stats to level up, and then deploy that. All right. Yeah, let's do that one. They both seem to be about equally overall. When you take everything into account, they're both about equally low right now. And I think I just want to do damage. Let's just use Rebuke, do a little bit more, do the thing that does more damage, and then block. Alright, pretty good. Well, this unit's blocking right now. I want them to, if I attack, then it won't be blocking anymore, so let's have some Baron von Sentry attack instead. Okay, so they threw some attacks at me. There we go. So Cerberus is in the front row, so I'm not. It's kind of annoying. I can't hit the back row directly. I could use Arcane Bolt instead if I wanted to keep hitting the back row. Maybe I will. It only does 1x magic, but it hits 2 targets. So it is what it is. Alright, that ended my turn. Now it's a new turn. What do I want to do here? Mana or health? I don't know. I'll just hit Brother Cantrip for some damage. And so on, so on. I think I'm going to want to summon one more zombie. It's too much health to punch through. Don't think I'm in serious danger. I think once Lyneth was gone, generic ninja applies a lot of poison, but you can sort of, if he poisons people, that's kind of gradual, and poison kind of cancels out this regeneration. So Baron von Sentry is such a backlog of health already piled on, or the regeneration, that no one's really in a lot of immediate danger, and I still have potions for later, so I'll just put it off. Oh, here's something I haven't used yet. You'll understand when you're older. It causes an ally, someone, maybe yourself or somebody else, to block, and it also adds a lot of damage reflection temporarily. So if I make the log verbose, you can see that that Venom Strike to kill a zombie actually caused generic ninja to eat a lot of damage reflection that turn, and you'll understand when you're older. It's a huge buff to damage reflection for one hit. It's pretty nice. So let's, yeah, so you've seen the routine. Which one do I want to use? I think Arcane Bolt. So, Brother Cantrip, he almost ran out of health, not quite. That's okay. The poison will finish the job next turn. I don't really want to attack directly. So this unit, this unit, I forgot that he has heal because he has Brother Cantrip. Let's give him a little bit of magic power. I don't really want to attack, so I'll just heal Yolt instead of using a potion, because that would cost an action, and didn't really want to do it. So that's pretty good. I think I said I was going to do Flaming Fist, just get this one out of the way. Yeah, sure. We're almost there. Let's do another heal. I think I just want to wait and let the poison run out. Let's just keep our health up. Oh, and then poor Yolt is like all out of mana. So that's 1 mana, but you need 3. So I bought 1 mana point from here. And I have a potion which restores 2, so next turn I can summon a zombie and it'll all be good. Okay. Maybe let's just hurry it up. It's basically already been won here. Just keep clicking through that. Need at least 1 more mana point. Let's go ahead. It might take 2 turns, so let's not even worry about health. Cerberus also gets bonuses depending on how many allies are still alive, so he's extremely weak once it's down to just him. So that'll just about do it. So I think I just wait, and we've basically already won here, so that's cool. Alright, so there we go. That's the boss fight. Could have been harder, it just really depends on who his allies are, and then what random decisions they make of what they choose to do. There was a pretty strong threat, but we got rid of it relatively quickly. It was a little dangerous because the zombies do poison damage, which slows things down, gives them more turns to hit you, but we were pretty cautious with our potions, and in a full campaign, in theory, you would have to adapt to whatever the RNG hands to you, which hopefully makes it more challenging. That's the idea, but I don't know. Kind of a neat concept. Hope that was neat. You can mess around with it yourself. It'll be different every time because it's completely random who the allies end up being. So good stuff.